I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff.
Hello, folks. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Thank you for checking out my 2-cent WWE Smackdown review show. The fans at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte, North Carolina got to see some build up to Elimination Chamber and the fallout to the official WrestleMania 40 kickoff show. Speaking of which, as you see at the beginning of this video, they threw us a little curve there. Speaking of my live stream video, you can check out my spot show live stream on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. I encourage everybody to check that out. Also, speaking of encouraging people to do things, drop a like. Also, give me a comment what you think about the change in the main event, what you think about this week's SmackDown. Also, be a champ and click on that subscribe button. Well, no further ado, let's let her rip. Kicking off this week's SmackDown is the CEO and head of creative, Paul Triple H Levesque. Yes, I kind of noticed there they start using his full name with his wrestling name there. Of course, Triple H, in case you want, stands for Hunter Hearst Helmsley, but his real name is Paul Levesque. But it sounds all good. Sounds professional. Anyway, he comes to the ring, huge ovation. He said he wanted to clear some things up that some people just didn't know their role, and it didn't matter where they sit on the table. He's the one that calls the shots. Nick Aldis then announced the winner of this year's men's elimination chamber will get the shot at Seth Rollins and the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Adam Pearce got on the mic and he announced the 12 qualifiers for the Elimination Chamber. Of course, they're gonna have qualifying matches. Then whoever wins those goes on to the Elimination Chamber. Those names include Randy Orton, Bronson Reed, Kevin Owens, Logan Paul, AJ Styles, The Miz, Bobby Lashley, Ivar, Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, Dominic Mysterio, and L.A. Knight. Yeah. So that was the announcement. Drew McIntyre came to the ring and pretty much took pride, I guess, and took credit for straight Cody Rhodes out and making him choose Roman Reigns instead of Seth Rollins. But like I said, he was one of the qualifiers. And next up is your first qualifying match, which is Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles. As I was saying, Drew McIntyre did give credit to helping Cody Rhodes make his decision to choose Roman Reigns instead of Seth Rollins. And of course, now you got the first men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match, Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles. LA Knight will come down and do some guest commentary. Makes you wonder what's going to happen, don't it? Who's he going to interfere for? We will find out. Good match here. The action was spilled on the floor. Drew McIntyre took over. AJ made a comeback. We'll go for the phenomenal forearm, but we'll receive the Glasgow Kiss headbutt, and AJ would just be sent to the floor, and he would take one of those bumps that just made it look that much better than everybody's. Of course, I was talking about his bumps and a lot of like Darby Allin's bumps and injuries in my live stream on this past Thursday, which you can check out here. But the AJ would come back. They would fight again outside the ring. Drew McIntyre would cause LA Knight and AJ Styles to bump into each other. Of course, before that, LA Knight kind of, as AJ was laying on the floor, LA Knight kind of conveniently left this bottle tipped on the side, so it will spill on AJ Styles. And when he got up, he asked AJ if he wanted a drink. AJ slapped it out of his hands. Drew McIntyre would cause them to collide. Back in the ring, AJ looked like he had Drew McIntyre beat with a small package, but LA Knight will cause a distraction. This will give Drew McIntyre the opportunity to nail the the Claymore kick. 1, 2, 3, and your first qualifier for the Elimination Chamber is Drew McIntyre. Like I said, good match here. No surprise that Drew McIntyre won, but they still don't want to have AJ, I guess, lose too cleanly. But it would hurt AJ if he, or anybody that, if he lost cleanly to Drew McIntyre. But they like to keep stories going, and makes you wonder when LA Knight goes for his qualifying match, will AJ Styles do any kind of retaliation? All right, now it's time for the women's elimination chamber qualifying match. This is Bianca Belair versus Michin. Um, Good match here. Uh, Michin would get the early advantage. Of course, Belair would do her athletics, get her stuff in. Uh, she would mount a comeback, but it was really no surprise here that uh, Bianca Belair would hit the KOD, get the win, and qualify for the women's Elimination Chamber match. All right, the next segment featured Bayley in an in-ring promo here. She explained that she wanted to when she formed Damage Control, she wanted all those girls to succeed, and she would put Damage Control in front of her own uh, needs and goals that she had. Dakota Kai would come out. Bayley would ask, "Hey, where were you at last week?" And Kai was like, "Hey, I was at the doctor's and seeing what happened." And Bayley kind of, you know, not instigate, basically, run through the ringer, say, "Hey, how come you didn't tell me? You was there through all of it. How come you didn't tell me? Blah blah blah." And she just kind of explained that she was in a tough spot. That's when the Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors came in. Looked like it's going to be a 3-on-1 attack because Dakota Kai bailed out, but she would wind up coming back in with a chair, and it looked like she was going to maybe hit Bayley with a chair. Uh, but she wound up chasing the Kabuki Warriors and Io Sky out and basically saving Bayley. Then they, kind of had a little face off because, looked like again that Dakota Kai was ready to swing that chair to Bayley, but like I said, they kind of stared at each other and maybe kind of gives a teaser now. Doesn't really totally tell you what side Dakota Kai's on. Is she on Io's side or Bayley's side and the whole Damage Control Bayley's breakup here? Next up is probably the best match of the night, in my opinion. It is Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne against DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa. Like I said, action-packed match here. Good chain wrestling between Gargano and Bate to start things out with. Everybody kind of got all their stuff in. All four men had a good sequence to build up to the finish. But it was Pete Dunne that would pin Johnny Wrestling with a bitter end. Um, like I said, good sequence of moves. People got their stuff in. Good build up. Uh, and like I said, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate win this match, earning them a shot at the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest for the undisputed Tag Team Championship of the world come Elimination Chamber. All right, your main event of the night is the second men's Elimination Chamber qualifying match. It is Sami Zayn going up against Randy Orton. Good match here. Probably the only thing here that looked kind of fishy here. Don't know if that was a plan spot where he kind of just let Sami Zayn graze him on that moonsault from the barricade, or was it Randy Orton trying to protect his back a little bit? Not sure if he was really trying to protect the back because there's a few spots here where that back got tested. Uh, I think this was the first match he's had where he hit the superplex from the top rope. because he usually used to hit that one all the time, but he did it this time and looked like he was grimacing in pain uh, a good bit. If he was selling, he was doing a hell of a job of selling. Um, but in the end, uh, Sami Zayn did a I guess a reverse leapfrog, but fell into a RKO out of nowhere, and now your second qualifier is Randy Orton. Now, two of them's been set up now. You will have Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton in the men's elimination chamber match. I believe next week, or is it on Raw, where Dominic Mysterio will go up against Sami Zayn. That should be interesting. Um, but yeah, like I said, we should see. Pretty decent show, but it was kind of the most of the assignment was Triple H, what he had to say. Also, we did see a backstage segment where Paul Heyman came in and said, next week I'm going to bring my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And he also said he's going to have The Rock with him. So next week's SmackDown will probably get some damn good ratings. So we'll see some more fallout from the kickoff show, more build up to WrestleMania, and of course, more build up to Elimination Chamber. That does it for me this week for my 2 cent WWE Smackdown review. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. Let me know what you thought about this week's SmackDown and this upcoming WrestleMania. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, you folks have a good one and take it easy. Thank you for checking out my video. I really do appreciate it. And of course, this is the part where I ask you, if you're not a subscriber yet, to click on that subscribe button, leave a like, also share with friends. And if you want to follow me on social media, on Twitter, X, it's at RRPATRPTV46. On Facebook, it's just Ronald Ray. And yes, I need to turn in my man card because I do have a TikTok. You can find me on TikTok at RP2Vision. As always, you have a good one and take it easy.